So for this video, I want to work on the muzzle flash, but before I set it up in Unity, I'm going to show a time-lapse video of me modeling up the geometry for the muzzle flash in Blender. So I'll do the time-lapse first, and then after that, I'll do the setup in Unity. Okay, so I'm going to try and implement this in Unity. I'm going to use a different method because the previous method that I've used before is not working anymore in Unity 6. So to start off, I'm going to open up my player prefab because this is where I'm going to try and set this up initially. I'll do it for the enemy character later, but first I'll do the player character. So in here, I'm going to drag and drop the muzzle flash object, and I'm going to place it exactly where this point is. So this point is where the bullets come out. So I'm just going to I'm going to copy the position of it and paste that position onto the muzzle. And so it's at the exact same spot, and I'm just going to rotate it around so it's facing the other way, 180. And I'm going to create a material. I'll just call it MF nuts. And onto this material, I'm going to drag and drop my material that I created in GIMP. So basically, I'll explain it really quick. So basically, it's one big image, and it's got 10 different frames on it. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So first I'm just going to set it up, so then I'll explain. So first I'm going to turn on emission, drop this image onto the emission map as well. I'm going to turn down smoothness because I don't want any shininess. In here, as you can see, first I'm going to make it transparent, and I think I'm going to turn on clipping. Actually, I'll leave that for now. I'm going to bump this up, so I'll change the color to a more yellowy. Turn this up, and you can see it's like the intensity is going up here. Bump up the intensity, and I think I will add alpha clipping because it defines it. It sort of loses the soft edges, but I'm not sure how to fix that right now. So I'm just going to leave it. So with this muzzle flash selected, I'm going to drag and drop this material onto the muzzle flash. But as you can see, it shows the whole image. So instead, I want to just do one at a time. So with the default one, so if I go back to this image here, I want to start with this image. So if this is one unit across, then if this is 1, then divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 0.2. So 0.2 across, and 0.5, because there's only 2 images in the horizontal, 0.5. So all I have to do is go 0.2 and 0.5. So that's going to stay constant. The thing that's going to change over time is the offset. So let's just say I change, if I slide this, as you can see, it goes to a different image. So let's just say it's at 0, but if I go to the next image, which is 500 in this direction, it's not showing it. Is it 50? No. Let me see. Oh right, so it goes it goes in ratios, not in the number, not in the number of pixels. So it goes 0.2 at 0, 0.4. So I'll just leave it like that for now. So by default 0, 0. So in order to make this work, I need to create a script. So I'm going to create a script, mf, I'll call it Muzzle Flash, and I'll open that up. Before I forget, I'm going to drag and drop it . It's taking a while. Okay, so I'm going to select the muzzle flash, and I'm going to drag and drop the script onto the muzzle flash ahead of time so I don't forget. And just take note that it says right here there's a mesh renderer, and this is exactly where I'm going to manipulate this material here. So in the script, the first thing I'm going to do is I want to create a boolean called can, I'll just call it can animate, and by default it'll be set to true. And in the update, I'm going to do a start coroutine can animate again. Below the update, I'm going to do enumerator can animate again. Field turn new, wait 4 seconds. So I'm going to do this, let's just say 0.1 seconds. I'll set it to can animate set to true. So what I'm going to do is if can animate equals true, then I want to set can animate. I want to set it to false, so it doesn't like trigger constantly. It only triggers 0.1 seconds. I'll do another if I'll do a flow called which frame, and by default it'll be 1. If which frame equals 1, then set which frame equals 2. Oops. 2. So I'm going to copy and paste this. Else if it equals 2, then it's going to equal 3. So So if it equals 1, it's going to be set to 2. If it's 2, it's going to be set to 3. If it's set to 3, it's going to be set to 4. If it's 4, it's going to be set to 5. If it's 5, it's going to be set to 6. If it's 6, then it's going to be set to 7. And if it's 7, it's going to be set to 8. And if it's 8, it's going to be set to 9. If it's 9, it's going to be set to 10. Whoops. And if it's 10, it's going to be set back to 1 because there's only, it's going to loop back to the top. It's because there's only 10 frames. So every time this is triggered, if can animate is true, because animate is set to false immediately, only one of these is going to be triggered depending on which frame is equal to what. So for the first one, I'm going to do get components renderer dot name texture offset. Get component renderer forgot this. Name forgot to put I just got to put material, so I'm getting get component renderer. I'm getting this renderer, and I'm getting this material. And in that material, I am trying to manipulate this. So offset for the first one can be 0, 0. Oops. New vector 2 0. So 0 0f. So for the next one, it's going to be 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after that, the first one is going to be 0, but the second one I think is 0.5. So if I go back here, 0.5 goes down into the next row. So 0.5 0.2 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 0.4. 0.6 and 0.8. So I'm going to compile that and hop back into the editor. Go to scenes. So as you can see, the muzzle flash is right there. I'm just going to make sure that it plays. So as you can see, it is playing, but there is I don't know what's going on. It seems like there's a glitch. Whoops, turn this off. Oh, I know why. So this is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. So if I compile, so if I play, okay, it looks fine. The only thing I have to do now is make sure it only plays when he's aiming. So I'm going to go into the main character script, and I'm going to create a public game object called muzzle flash, and muzzle flash where am I going to put this? I'll just do right here, I'll put if attack input is true and the attack button is being pressed, and equip number is 1. Then muzzle flash dot set active true. Otherwise, muzzle flash set active false. So I'm going to compile that and back into the editor. Okay, I'm going to open up the main character prefab again. With the main character selected, I'm going to drag and drop the muzzle flash into this field, and by default this muzzle flash is going to be disabled. So I'm going to go into scenes, hit play, so if I press the left mouse button nothing happens, but as soon as I equip the gun and start shooting, the muzzle flash happens. Obviously I need to change the position of it because it's not aligned with the gun, but I can do that a little bit later. For now I'm going to implement the same thing on the enemy. So so the prefab of the enemy, I'm going to drag and drop the muzzle flash. I'm going to set it to the same position as the bullet instantiate point, so copy position of this point here, and I'm going to apply it to the muzzle flash, and I'm going to rotate it 180. The muzzle flash has to have the same material. It's going to have the same script. By default it's going to be disabled. So in the enemy troop script, do public game object muzzle flash So in here, if a player is detected and distance to player is smaller or equal to 20, then right under where it says is firing is true, that's where the muzzle flash set active is going to be true. And down here, it's going to be set to false. So I'm going to hop back in here. So, oops. I'm going to select the enemy troop. And right here where it says muzzle flash, I'm going to drag and drop the muzzle flash into the field, go back into scenes, and then hit play. so when he starts shooting me, his muzzle flash goes off too. And obviously I need to reposition it because it's a little bit off, but that's okay. I'm just glad that everything's functioning well now. So I'm just going to cut it off here because that's all I really wanted to do for this video. So thanks for watching, and see you hopefully in future videos. Okay, thanks.